Okay, so dear students, so today we are going to discuss topic active site and binding site. So last class we have discussed that there are enzymes are very specific. Enzymes binds to the substrate and form the product. So before binding, what it happens is enzyme binds to the substrate and it will form enzyme substrate complex, and this enzyme substrate complex split will be like after the catalysis. So first the enzyme binds to the substrate to form the enzyme substrate complex, and this enzyme substrate complex splits itself. After catalysis, it splits itself into enzyme in the product. So product is formed at the end of the reaction, as well as enzyme is released to bind to new substrate. Now the question is, where exactly the substrate binds to the enzyme? What is the position where the substrate binds to the enzyme? And we have also discussed that enzyme is having the three-dimensional structure. The functional part of the enzyme is having the three-dimensional structure. Okay, the functional part of the enzyme is having the three-dimensional structure. Now this functional part is nothing but the active site. So active site is nothing but it is a space, it is a region or area or space in the enzyme. Okay, so substrate is nothing, active site is nothing but it is a region or area or space in the enzyme which accommodates substrate and do catalysis. Okay, is known as the active site. See here, there are four properties of the active site. First thing is it should be present on the enzyme. Okay, active site is nothing but it's a region or area or space in the enzyme which accommodate substrate and do the catalysis. Okay, so if you find this is an enzyme, for example my hand is an enzyme, so enzyme need to bind with the substrate. See, this can't bind like this because there is nothing to hold the substance. Consider this as the substrate. Consider this chalk as a substrate and my hand as an enzyme. So when the substrate will come and bind, so you can't see that binding is sufficient. So what happens is enzyme will form a three-dimensional structure, and this is known as the active site. Only this region is the active site. Only this region, the region between these three fingers is the active site. So this active site is where it is present. It is present on the enzyme. Okay. So this active site is present. It's an area. It's a small area. It's a small area or region on the surface of the enzyme where it accommodates the substrate, where the substrate binds and do the catalysis and product is formed. So that means the property of the active site is, so first thing is it should be present on, it is present on where active site is present on enzyme. Okay, active site is present on the enzyme and it is having the three-dimensional structure. Okay, so the active site, first thing is it is present on the enzyme. Second thing is it is having the three-dimensional structure. As you have seen here, so when it is having three-dimensional structure, then only it can hold the substrate properly. When only then it will hold the substrate properly. If the active site is not three-dimensional, it can't hold. If it is like this or like this, it can't hold. So when it is a three-dimensional structure, then only it can able to hold the substrate. Okay, and third important point is the substrate binds with the enzyme. Substrate binds with enzyme at the active site. Okay, so at the active site, substrate should form some interaction with the substrate should, like active site should form some interaction with the substrate. The active site should hold the enzyme. It should bind to the enzyme. Another point is it is involved in catalysis. Okay, active site is involved in catalysis because the functional part of the enzyme is nothing but the active site. So what is the function of the enzyme? Function of the enzyme is nothing but that's why the active site is having the 4 important properties. First thing is it is present on the enzyme, and that is it is a part and parcel of the enzyme. You can't find active site other than the enzyme. So the first point is active site is present on the enzyme, and second point is active site should have a 3-dimensional structure, and third thing is it should bind, it should make the substrate bind to the active site. So substrate bind to the active site only in the binds to the enzyme only at the active site, and then the active site should involve in the catalysis. Okay, these are the major components of the active site. Now coming to the active site. So active site, if we see the active site, that means what? So what we have discussed 2 important functions. First thing is active site should bind the substrate. Second thing, it should do the catalysis. So active site is having the 2 important components. One is the binding region. Another one is the catalytic region. Okay, what this active site is composed of? The active site is composed of 2 important things. One is the binding region, another one is the catalytic region. Binding region is nothing but it is having the functional group. Binding region is having the functional groups that interacts with the substrate. Interacts with substrate and holds the substrate or bind the substrate, holds it. Okay. So binding region. So catalytic active site is having the 2 important components. One is the binding region, another one is the catalytic region. So binding region, it is having the functional group, and binding region is having the functional group that interacts with the substrate and holds it properly. And then it should again have the catalytic region. Catalytic region is again having the functional groups. Okay, and this is having a functional group which is involved in the catalysis process. Catalysis process. Okay, the major component of the active site is one is the binding region, another one is the catalytic region. Binding region contains the functional groups that interacts with the substrate and holds it. Okay, catalytic region contains the functional group that is involved in the catalytic process or catalysis. Now coming to the structure of active site. For example, I will give a very meager structure like this. Okay, consider this as an enzyme. And this is the active site. So here there are some regions. So once the substrate will come and bind, say for example this is the substrate. Okay, so what happens here is it is having the binding region. So it is having some binding regions over here. So this substrate will come and bind over here. For example, I will take only that portion of the active site. So what happens here, the substrate will come and bind to the enzyme. Okay, and these are the regions. These are the regions which is known as which carries the functional group that helps in the binding of the substrate to the enzyme. So these will be like how it will bind. It will bind through the non-covalent interaction. Okay, the substrate binds to the enzyme at the active site. The substrate binds to the enzyme at active site. Okay, through the non-covalent interaction. Okay, the substrate binds to the enzyme at active site through the non-covalent interaction. There must be some electrostatic contraction, like that it will be. So last semester you have studied non-covalent interaction. So through the non-covalent interaction, the substrate binds to the enzyme at the active site. Okay, once it binds like this, then what happens? Though these are regarding the what group? The regions which are in binding regions. Okay, after that again it also have the some catalytic region like this here. So this catalytic region is involved in the catalysis. So it will be having the binding region. So binding region is like this, and catalytic region is like this. So binding region and catalytic region. Binding region aids means aids in or helps. Okay, binding region aids or helps in the binding of the substrate to the active site through non-covalent interaction, and then the catalytic region which is involved in the catalysis process. This is regarding the active site. So active site. Okay. Next is binding site. Okay. The region at which the substrate binds to the enzyme is known as the binding site. Okay, binding site is nothing but the region or area or the space to which the substrate binds. Is known as the binding site. And this binding site again contains the functional groups. The binding site contains the functional groups that interacts with the substrate. Okay, this is regarding the active site and binding site. Thank you.